Welcome to part 33 of Tales of Symphonia.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we had a weekend-long break there. Sorry about that, but I was swamped throughout the month of August with the Sonic-a-thon, the Sonic Hacking Contest. Everyone's living
Sonic,
their lives.
Sonic, Bobonic,
Yeah.
Sonic, Banonic.
And then there's Sonic Boom! Top actions and acting. But that's later in October.
Alright, welcome to the Move Tower. Or rather, the Lightning Tower.
Is this the Move Avengers headquarters?
No, the Move Avenger is not here. The Move Avenger is now Batman.
Those tacky-ass purple gloves.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Anyway, so Sheena here comes up with PTSD, perfectly understandable. Drexel gives me that too. So hang on. And,
Oh, the debt. Corinne, the debt.
the debt. Anyway, the enemies here have a lovely little thing where they're actually, a lot of them like these, a lot of them will either absorb or reduce lightning damage. But Genus is honestly still a pretty good choice to have here. Ow! You get shocked. I just did that to show that off. If you walk into any sort of electrical booby traps, you get shocked.
That brings back memories from Zelos. All those innocent women that tased me when they didn't accept my moves.
That was awful. You're talking about Zealous, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Zelos, of course. What the hell do you think I was talking about?
I thought you were laying a life experience. That would have been scary. The swords are kind of annoying because they really will resist your physical attacks outright unless you got an element attached to it. Meanwhile, Rain gives absolutely zero fucks and blows it up.
Right. Let's do a recap, though. I mean, since we had a week-long break for Tales of Symphonia, Sheena is absolutely terrified.
And I failed at making a sandwich.
Oh.
No, fried rice.
Fried rice. You're supposed to cook it, Lloyd.
I know you were saying.
So Sheena is absolutely terrified being here.
Right.
Because apparently at the age of, at a certain age, long ago, she attempted to make a pact with our next creature here, is Volt. She failed, and it ended up decimating a part of the population of
Mizuo. So she's got to deal with survivor's guilt.
Yes.
Anyway, we'll deal with that in a moment. First things first, we have a puzzle to solve here. We need lightning to strike the lower tower to hit that, to shoot that block. Unfortunately, you can see there, the lightning will hit the highest up tower. So what we're going to do is we're going to lower the switch, press the switches on the other two towers, and then send it out that way.
Alright. Just for heads up, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be some crossfading here, because Matt's journey, from the beginning of where he enters the tower and when he finished it, was about 55 minutes uncut.
Yeah, I am sorry to say that, but ironically enough, I never remember the complete layout to the Lightning Temple.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to looking for the third switch.
Well, this, in terms of dungeons that you solved so far, this one is definitely the tallest, structurally speaking. It's not just a matter of doing the typical stuff with the Sorcerer's Ring, but now you also have to travel through certain floors. In a way, it's kind of like this game's water temple.
It's the game's water temple indeed. I couldn't think of a better analogy.
Yeah.
Except, I never had any problem with the water temple.
That's why you're playing Ocarina of Time.
Now watch this. That switch is up. We need that switch up because if we press this switch, the lightning would have struck the middle one and then shot me for damage.
By stepping on that because of the projectile.
Right.
Okay.
If that switch weren't up there, it would have came down the middle and then shot Zealous. So I switched around a bit. I had to go up there, turn that one off. Then I could come back up here, press the switch. Oh yeah.
So whatever doesn't have a rod, you don't have to worry about conducting electricity.
Right. Basic electricity, basic electrokinetics, I guess. And here we find the first of 3 Sorcerer's Ring functions.
Oh boy.
Yeah, now you got 3 of these fucking things. First up, blue electricity. To destroy blue blocks. Remember that Zelda 1 logic nobody fucking liked?
Color logic.
Yeah, except they brought it back in Ocarina of Time when you had to melt red fire with red ice with blue fire.
What's so special about it?
Ah! Silverguard, bitchin'. That's for the ladies?
Who are you equipping it to?
I don't remember, you cut out too quick. I know that's for either Persea or Colette. So since I have Persea, I most likely went to Persea. By the way, I still like you guys to imagine at home, if you would, Regal wearing 2 different pairs of shoes on his hands and 2 extra on his feet.
Makes a great exorcist costume for Halloween.
I switched out one of his favorite boots, though, for the warrior symbol to up his attack by 10%. Whoever you want in this party really is ultimately up to you in this case. I myself prefer mages in this dungeon, considering a lot of enemies like to be far away or high up. So Genius is a great fit here. Plus, I also noticed I kind of neglected it throughout a lot of my run this time around, which is very rare. I never do that. So what ended up happening is that Genus is a bit behind on his spell practice.
Alright, so you gotta take this time to level up Genus.
No, not. You may notice something here. It's fucking dark. Interestingly enough, this has a little gimmick. Hey.
Oh, you?
I'll show it off later. Gold Slime's probably one of the few enemies in the game you're actually going to be able to hit normally.
In this dungeon,
yeah.
Specifically? As you said earlier, a lot of the enemies in this temple are lightning-based, so...
So, disable your lightning magic when you come in through the door. That's really all there is to know. Lloyd's Hurricane Thrust is wind elemental, so he can hit the swords for neutral damage, at least. With, as long as he uses Hurricane Thrust. I'll take a peek at my... And you may notice something there. That's Tidal Wave, Genus' first advanced tech for water magic, but he has to use Spread 50 times. Meanwhile, a bunch of nurses ran around the battlefield.
In a way, learning new spells reminds me a lot of Final Fantasy II.
It's just plain... I kind of like the system that the Tales series enables. You want to get better? You practice.
You gotta keep using it, yeah.
It's classic. I love it. It's so basic, too. Just, you want to get better at your shit, you practice at it. Meanwhile, I took a nice snapshot of the skeleton. Just realizing that Genus may never get to spread, I'm going to put Genus on spread manually and have him use that whenever I press the L2 button. And it takes a nice time to admire the architecture here. We're going on north. Here's the main room. I realize I don't have a memory gem. Oops. The basic idea that you're going to want to have when you do these dungeons is break open every single block you can with particular color out your particular ring before moving on to the next one. That way you save yourself time. Gold Skeleton is also another easy enemy because Lloyd is still rocking the holy weapon. Hence the higher damage.
God damn.
Lamia has a very annoying Spark Wave spell, which we haven't seen since, yeah, that fucking hurts. That hurts way harder than Lightning Blade, I think.
Look at that.
Or at least it does a better job of trapping as far as I know.
Is she weak to holy as well?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Anytime the numbers get really big, they're weak to an element.
That's what I wanted to ask. In terms of, like, battle quotes, we can obviously tell when, say, someone like Rain or Genus finds a weakness. Does Lloyd say anything when he's effective against a particular type with the weapon he's holding?
I'm going to straight out level with you. I don't pay attention to that. But I haven't heard anything thus far, so I don't think so.
Okay.
Anyway, you may notice the lightning down there in the water. Go in that water and you get shocked, I think. Alright, now this is the dark room. In the GameCube version, there's actually more than enough light present within the screen of the game itself, so you can actually tell where you're going, making the whole dungeon kind of pointless. In the HD version and the PS2 version, it's pitch black, so you really can't see what the fuck you're doing.
Okay, so the worst case scenario with the GameCube version is just slightly darker. But you can still see where you're going.
Yeah.
So you can just turn the brightness up on your TV and just make way.
Exactly. I think you even need to up the brightness on your TV. Try to remember to do this first. Before you ever hit those switches, shoot your blocks. That lowers the treasure to the next floor. Then you press the switch, and you go down. That's really fucking hazardous. Hey, and EXM level 3. I give it to Zealous, and we're going to enable either Slasher or Super Chain. Slasher's pretty fucking cool. Slasher enables your Magic Knight to do 6 hit combinations, but after the 4th hit, he can't link his arts anymore. Plus, the Slashers get weaker in terms of going on, but it's still a 6 hit combination.
Yeah.
If you combine that with his other level 3 skill, with Eternal, you get Super Chain, which enables him to do arts and stuff after the 3rd chain. Or after the 4th hit, or after the 5th or 6th hits in Slasher, which is very, very helpful for Magic Knights who want to use it for combat purposes. By the way, folks, these platforms don't regenerate, ever. So if you fuck up and you miss your shot to get the chests, hope you're good with the cats.
That's it.
That's it, you're fucked.
Yeah, there ain't no grappling hook in this, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I gave Rain a thunder weapon because Rain is not going to be using physical attacks much at all. The point of this whole thing was to get the lightning to go up there instead of in the water, so now I can safely traverse through down there.
So because Rain is not so much a physical attacker, the Thunder Scepter, you're just
Rain is not so much a physical attacker. Rain is not a physical attacker.
Well, just so much you're equipping the Thunder Scepter to take advantage of the boost it gives you.
Right. If you walk off the cliffs here, if you got some platform below you like I did, you can easily walk off the cliff, no problem. If you're on the edge of the cliffs here, you'll get like a little sweat drop hesitation, like mash circle to stay on top of the ledge. Failure to do so, you go sliding down and then back out to the main hall.
Okay. So the dark corridors are pretty much just a case of stop and go.
Yeah.
You know, walk when it's light and stay still when it's dark. Unless you have the thing memorized.
You won't believe how long this temple took me on my very first playthrough. I used to despise this dungeon. I realize it's just a case of being longer than it has a right to be, that's all.
What is it about it that threw you off the first time?
Well, do you remember that one puzzle I just did? Like, sometimes, I think what it is like you got a lot of areas here that are very similar to one another. So as a result, it ends up getting very confusing sometimes on where you need to go and what you need to accomplish just in a step-by-step process.
Generally, those kind of dungeons, especially if I don't have some sort of map feature where, say, like, the main hub has 3 doors, one on the left, one on the right, one in the center, and then I'd say that I go to the left door, and that room has a door to the left, door to the right, door to the center, and so on and so forth. It's pretty like a branching tree of rooms that...
Well, I can agree to that as well, and I understand that fucked me up too, but I also realized later in life that it was also my own fault because sometimes I just wasn't paying attention. There's enough, the game here does give you enough set pieces to find your way around the dungeon, but on my very first time I was kind of, well, boneheaded.
Yeah.
So I was just like, Grrr.
And I'm not saying I
On the
outright...
plus side, everybody gained like 6 levels before I got out.
And I'm not saying I outright hate dungeon design like that because... You know, it all depends on what the dungeon does first and foremost. If it's like a branching tree dungeon that just does nothing with it, it's just like a bunch of rooms for room's sake, is like a lot of empty room psych, which I hate.
Are there at least treasures in the room?
Give me treasures, give me, you know, give me something to encounter. You know, I'm all for that. You know, because Final Fantasy VI, we have like say the Phoenix Cave or.
Phoenix Cave. That's the one where Locke stole everything, right, and then gave it back to you when he got it back.
Yeah, and you got to split the party into 2 or 3 groups, and you know that's a pretty elaborate dungeon. But I don't mind it because it keeps me interested the entire way. Though the empty treasure chests are complete fucking teases.
Yeah. By the way, whatchamacallit? I think you actually have to find them anyway because whatever you don't find, he keeps to himself.
Yeah.
Which is a really asshole design anyway. Anyway, back on topic here. With the Sorcerer's Ring here, now we got yellow lightning. Or greased lightning. Woo! Anyway, we're gonna head back down to the north, south, I hope, because God knows when how was the last time I did this. I think it was still cold outside.
What does yellow lightning do?
Break yellow blocks. And also, it's gonna enable us to do that giant transistor puzzle.
So the pedestals that shoot lightning in specific directions, can you turn it, or are they set like that?
They're set like that.
Okay, so you don't have to worry about turning the pedestal in the right way to get the projectile to shoot the right way.
Right. Gina's got what has to be, what I think is the oddest design choice for a kendama, because it basically looks like a friggin' Christmas light kind of thing. Now we make our way back up north. I realize I don't have a memory gem, and you left it in to spite me.
Maybe if I try to persuade it with my sexy moves.
It gives me a pineapple gel afterwards. I give Rain another EX2 gem because it's been a while. I decided to give her Elemental Guard to increase her elemental defenses, but I don't think she can. I don't think she avoids staggering from it though.
Oh.
I was the worst else out of fear of lightning. That would have made no sense.
Rika would shit her pants in this dungeon.
She totally would. It would make less sense for Zal's though. Oh my God, lightning! Thunderblade!
He's only afraid of lightning he can't control.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. Particularly, but also threw out the fear out the door and because it reminded me of Final Fantasy X again, where we try to throw the fear out the door, and then like Riku starts casting thunder magic. There it is.
You do it that way or camp out for a week.
She camped out for a weekend in the Thunder Flames.
That's one way to avoid fear, to absorb the fear. Why not?
Kind of the equivalent of saying, I don't feel the pain, I don't feel my hand getting burned on a stove. Because, you know, after 20 hours, I pretty much burned my hand off in the process.
So I camped out in a brick oven.
No.
Is that not what you do to alleviate fears?
No.
If you have a fear of syringes, you sleep in a banister full of syringes.
If you want to collect the disease, be my guest. Anyway. I fell.
That's what happens when you fall. There you go. Through the sewer pipe.
I now realize what I have to do. I have to go all the way up to here, and then go through this doorway. That's one of the big problems I was mentioning earlier, because all the hallways look kind of similar. You forget which hallway you're supposed to go into. Give gravity, fuck you. Oh, we have a conversation in the dark.
Regal, where are you? I'm right here. Where?
I got you. Lloyd, get off. Sorry, Rain. Sorry, Professor.
Is that you, Genus?
Damn it, Genus! Ow! Ooh, sorry, Zals. You can totally see Zealous being an absolute pig here with Sheena in the dark.
I was surprised I wasn't as good for that.
Should have been. There will be in the Shadow Temple, though. I hate stop and go shit like that sometimes.
Well, in the beginning, when you entered that room, you almost immediately fell off.
Yeah.
And I was kind of hoping that after the lightning reveal, you just fall off to reveal that, no, you're not on solid ground, buddy. You're going straight down.
Now, the game in the dark...
Like that, right there.
If you're in the dark, the sweatshops break through the darkness, so you can easily see it.
Yeah, so it give you an idea that you should probably be mashing circle right now. I would appreciate some Looney Tunes logic here. You can walk through the gap as long as you don't look down.
Nah. Now, here's what you gotta do here. This powers on your generator. And we have to make sure the switch up there was down first. Otherwise, the lightning goes all the way over there, and you gotta turn that damn thing off.
The lighting goes all the way over to the left?
To the top.
To the top.
Remember that part you left in where I clicked the switch down?
Yeah.
That has to be down. Otherwise, the lightning goes right to there. Remember the logic here. Lightning will always follow the rod that's up highest.
So you have to deactivate that.
Right.
And turn this one on.
And this is why Symphonia doesn't really do much other than block puzzles.
Well, this is definitely different. I will give it that. But I'll keep my mouth shut until the next block puzzle.
What if the boss battle will, well, here's something different with blocks. Instead of pushing them, you're blowing them up.
Yes! Catharsis factor, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shit. I got stuck.
You shall not pass. We'll see about that. Oh, fuck.
I said no. Here's the puzzle here. It's like one of those, you remember the pipe game in Mario Party where you drop the treasure chest down a pipe and then you get it that way?
Yeah.
This is the same thing, except you're doing it upwards.
So the blue
will send you press the button and then a charge gets sent upward. Send the charge completely to the top, and then if it all goes according to plan, it pushes the boulder up top down there.
So it's not a good idea to destroy all the yellow blocks.
No. Just pick your battle with that one.
If you do destroy all the yellow blocks, out of curiosity, do they regenerate?
They regenerate.
Okay.
It also regenerates whenever you do this, because eventually you gotta solve it.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's push the button! Let's see where this goes. I think I fuck up once before I get it right. You want the third one. Yeah, I fucked up.
Okay.
And when you fuck up...
Simple process of elimination.
You fucked up the puzzle!
The you done goof bird. Remarkably, it looks similar to the lightning bird.
It's Fireburn. Oh.
Genus, that's a gelatin dessert.
Want to tell us what you did, buddy? I'm a killer. Okay. Now I gotta go all the way back. Now I gotta go retry that. Basically, you can do this to follow its pattern. Just use your eyes. Leave that one alone. Leave that one alone. Actually, no. Break the middle one and then break the one up above.
So it has to reach the top of the third tower.
It has to reach the top of the third tower to go push the charge onto the boulder. So basically, you see the yellow blocks in front of the stairs here?
Mm-hmm.
I think you should break those. Pass, Matt. What are you doing? I see what we're doing. We're doing it from top down.
The yellow blocks on the top floor are clearly of much better quality than the ones on the second floor. I must admire it.
Actually, I wanted to break the ones at the top first because they were spouting racist remarks.
Oh, they must learn.
Hey, I was tired of their anti-Semitism. Anyway, let's try this again. And that's it. Puzzle
Finished!
do 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 do
I'm a Zelos, number one.
I didn't realize now at this point I have Zelos still on my on-screen avatar, but I didn't give a shit.
Well, you already said you like Zelos, so
I do like
makes sense.
Zelos. The whore.
What I want to know is when the hell Sheena's gonna get out of that damn costume.
When I get a nickname for her.
Well, honestly, I like the original gear better.
You like her ninja garb better?
Yeah.
I agree, but, you know, I just thought I'd spice it up a bit. Now you get Red Lightning. It's a favorite attack by Myotismon and Digimon. Anyway.
Yeah,
You're going to use Red Lightning to break red blocks. Also, when you have the Red Lightning, it's pretty much the way to break the... it's pretty much when you're going to go, when you're ready to clear the dungeon.
What, the red blocks?
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like going in sequential order. I mean, blue
Right.
blocks get you started, yellow blocks, you know, and they're in the middle, get you that one puzzle solved, then red blocks, okay, you're ready to good to go. It's all sequential.
Alright, the Lone Girl. I think I... What was that Lone Flower nickname I did? I forgot how I got that one. Meanwhile, somebody dropped a sick bass. I use this to get out and back to the main hall where I want to be. Ah!
I do like this version of the tone music, though. I like the marching drums in the background.
Tethe'alla is so advanced to silver on thinking marching drums and the tuffles.
It's the mana, don't you know?
Did you record me going down?
Yeah, ooh, you fucked up.
Oh, that's right. I didn't use the yellow lightning on the Volt.
Yeah, you went up, fell through a dark room, wasted time.
Whoopsie.
So, you know. Getting a little antsy and depency there, Matt.
I got way too antsy and
I want to
depency.
get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm kind of sick of move after this point. The stop ghost shit in the dark don't help much either.
And again, you said the GameCube version, even in the dark, you can still kind of see where you're going to make it a much easier.
Like
Also,
Blackout Basement, you know?
Yeah. Well, Blackout Basement, it was pitch black, but you could still
But
see
you can
bananas.
still see the platforms.
No, you can still see the bananas.
The bananas and the platforms.
Could you see the platforms?
You remember the yellow tape? If you looked hard enough, you could see yellow tape along the edges.
I guess it just depends on the TV, because I remember it being pitch black.
My TV's better than your TV.
Or maybe that was during my really dipshit period in my life where I thought glare was a good thing.
I got Reeve some new footwear.
You know, I think only Per Se and Genus are enjoying these slides.
Because they actually jumped down. Alright, now you're going to need Sheena in this battle. Genus is actually pretty good to have here, too. I keep Genus on spread because he's almost done. He's at 49 uses. One more, and I think after around a certain level, he'll gain Tidal Wave.
Also, do you have a counter?
Yeah, there's a counter. Remember the usage?
The usage counter.
Right, that's
Okay.
that's there to keep a track of how many times you use attack. I get Tiger Relay up to 999.
That's really nice of them. I like that.
That's nice of me for using Tidal Wave 999 times.
No, I like the usage counter.
I bonehead here because apparently Volt doesn't have an elemental weakness, but I keep thinking they do. So I switched around her weapon, I think, to give her the water card, and I doused Lloyd up with water weaponry for no reason.
Volt, a lightning-based enemy, doesn't have a weakness?
The only one that does is Celsius. Other than that, none of them have it. I thought they would have. That's why, I just did it anyway.
Oh, that's selective. I don't blame you for goofing that up. I would have done the same thing.
But considering how many times I played that, do you think I would have learned by now?
Hey, man, every other RPG has told me that water does good against lightning.
Oh shit, here we go. It's Volt, a giant electric nucleus. With eyes.
The horror.
What the fuck? Not a talking to fella, is he?
Just like before. What the hell is he saying?
She didn't say anything.
Calm down.
It's really kind of humble how Sheena fucked. This reveals really how Sheena fucked up with Volt. In reality, Volt can't talk to humans, only half-elves. Which explains why the hell Volt didn't make the pact with Sheena. Sheena couldn't make out what he was saying. That's actually rather a human fuck up, really. It's like yelling at say an American for insulting a foreigner's traditions because the American didn't know any better.
And establish a new pact with me.
What do you say?
He says that his pact with Mythos is broken.
Sweet.
But he no longer desires a pact.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. I mean, if you really didn't
Hey,
want
check
to,
out Volt's little feet down there. So cute.
if you really didn't want to make a pact, you would have relocated to the Bahamas and to Tethe'alla. But no, you're still fucking here.
The Bahamas and the Tethe'alla Bahamas is Altamira.
Sheena, be careful.
I don't see those cards.
He's not
anywhere
fond of
else.
trading cards.
You activated my trap card. No, actually, you activated my spell card, right, Geki?
It's called the Get Fucked Trap Hole. Torrential Tribute.
The space-time trap hole. Volt's like, I see you. I don't know why Volt's feet down there look so... Oh!
Ooh.
You know, when I kind of... For me, this was like a left field moment from a different ballpark.
Is it because...
You don't expect that kind of thing. Of all the things I would expect... Of all the characters or tragedies I would have expected something to happen to, Corinne was just... Whoa.
Volt's just lost his faith in people. Make your vow and try forming a pact one more time. You can do it, Sheena.
Reinforce Volt's faith by kicking the piss out of it.
You just gotta beat some sense into him, Sheena. Do it, for I am a talking dog. Fox. Cat. I don't know anymore, Sheena, but
Kitsune.
I fucking died for you, so do as I say.
Kitsune.
Kitsune, there you go. That's Nine-Tailed Fox, though.
Oh, he's a fledgling Kitsune.
He's a up-and-comer.
Subdue Volt by force. Don't let Corinne's efforts go to waste.
Beat its ass!
Beat the shit out of it, Sheena.
Protected by Volt's shadow.
Yeah, seriously, that would be that's something terrifying to have happen to you. I realize now the ninja guard would have been better for this scene.
Your lives to protect me, Volt. I demand your power.
Showtime. What a smiley face. Anyway,
We're gonna
Volt flies. So, but he's big enough so that some of your Grand Arts can hit. But make sure Genus's Aqua Edge is disabled. Because Aqua's Edge just hugs the floor. Lloyd's here's looking at you!
Kodak moment.
Anyway, he attacks with a lightning bolt straight ahead. And he's also fond of lightning magic, particular Thunderblade, Spark Wave, and if I remember correctly, Earthbite? I'm trying to remember the name of that attack. I don't remember what the third spell is. He also packs Indignation on higher difficulties, and that hurts like a fucking truck.
Indignation.
Indignation is the third tier lightning magic, originally called Thor's Hammer, and it hits like a fucking truck full of fat kids.
Are you okay? Ready?
Wait till I get hit by it. That fucking hurts.
I trust you. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just trying to absorb that analogy.
Watch it. This is Masterfield.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's pretty much like a Shining Bind, except for except with lightning. Meanwhile, I also got Sheena over limited.
Well, it has a bigger...
Tidal Wave. Every fucking move missed.
It's
Tidal
flying.
Wave sucks as a T rank. Booyah. Fuck you. I want to take a look at that on the Impact replay again. I'm not gonna do it, but that would totally be worth a replay. I'm trying to bait him out.
What was the name of the big attack he just did again?
Masterfield.
Masterfield. Masterfield had a bigger blast radius for sure, but it did less damage than the Naga Spark Wave.
What happened?
The Naga creature you fought earlier. I forgot her name already.
Lamia?
Lamia, there you go. Her Spark Wave did more damage.
No, that thing hurt like a truck. It hit me for like at least 500-600 apiece. I think.
Because I was looking at the damage counters and they were like 50 or 60. A lot of hits, granted.
See?
Okay, there you go.
Okay, there you go.
That was different from last time. It was like in the 50 or 60s range last time.
Alright, my fault. No, but total hit me. Everybody for 600.
Yeah, and it's bigger to boot, so.
Right, and that's the big thing. Bigger.
So Tidal Wave is a ground-based attack?
Yeah, it hugs the ground and hits it with like 10 separate Aqua Edge spells. Which means this is like the lamest iteration of Tidal Wave ever.
help is on the way. Nurse.
Thunderblade just hits like a truck, and I just got struck with Rageki.
Okay, so this when you even when you use Photon in a unison attack, that second hit still connects.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that was it for that battle. Regal acquired Healer, which is a weird... Acrobat is basically if Sheena goes flying through the air a lot. And now I start getting the level 40 titles as well.
Well, I thought I said Regal unlocked Acrobat.
No, Regal gained Healer, which is
Okay.
like a fighting-based healing art.
It's not really much saying. He just does cartwheels.
I don't do Healer much, though I should. Healer's pretty good if, you know, you're Regal, right?
Yeah.
It's healing magic. But the healing amount differs depending on the distance of the heal. So basically, if you're far away from Regal, he heals you for shit. You're close to him, he heals a bit more.
Proximity healer.
Right. I prefer to max him out for the T rank on the healing arts because he gains Key Healer. I don't do it this playthrough, but that's what I normally do. Because Key Healer restores your TP, whereas Grand Healer just heals you for more. Except you got Rain for healing, so that's out of the question. And thus Sheena finally overcomes her demons. And by this extension, Giant Electric Nucleus. And we finally gain Bolt. Of course, we also lose the Corinne summon, too.
Well, she's dead.
Well, yeah. What do we have here?
A link between the two worlds has been severed.
Link.
Hi, I'm Volt.
Please insert
You just
girder.
kicked my ass.
Please insert girder.
Allow me to give you a round of applause.
With lightning.
Mana flows from the world, in which the summoned spirits sleep.
Also, the summons are the ties between the two worlds.
Right. However,
First time the
usually what
summoned
happens is
spirits
like there's like an
awake
hourglass
from
sort of
both
thing.
worlds at the same time.
The link is preserved by one being awake and the other being asleep. In our case, at first, Silverant was awake. Once we conquered Silverant, though, Tethe'alla started waking up.
Stop
Yeah.
competing for each other's mana?
I do not know.
Volt, you're not helping.
The only thing certain is that the flow
I don't know why I imagine Volt being a
between
troll.
worlds has been severed.
Yes. Eventually the world shall
Yeah, I can see it too. Only because of the translation.
Yeah, dot dot dot. What do you say? Psst, watch out.
And they'll stop competing for each other's mana.
There are 5 seals in Silverant, and since there was
5?
a summoned spirit at the 5th seal,
Oh, right, that's right. The one at the Martel Temple.
Yeah.
Well,
we kind of got decimated by Yggdrasil.
Maybe.
No, that's Salvation. The 5th one was the, remember the very first temple we went to?
Oh, that's right. Where,
There was a seal there.
Having Tethe'alla go into decline, right?
At the least, the mana connecting the worlds will disappear. And the two worlds will separate.
I don't think that's what, is that what we want? Okay.
I see. So the seals serve as a link between the two worlds.
well, hold on a second. If the worlds separate,
We owe it all to you, Sheena. And
what
Corinne as
happens to
well.
the mana?
Maybe they stop competing for it, and then each planet has their own mana.
So how does it regenerate?
It doesn't. There's no. Alright, back when we said the regeneration thing,
Yeah.
it's not so much like that. They're both competing for a share of the mana.
Corinne.
If the tether separate, each world will have their own source of mana. They won't need to They won't need to steal mana from the other planet. So now I just gained the light again. Summoner too. I gained the Sardonyx, which adds lightning elements and defense. I gained Thunder Seal Lightning, which blesses my weapons with lightning. And I gained the ability to summon Volt, which is pretty fucking cool.
What does Corinne's bell do? Is that a key item or?
Key item. Professor's like one of the best titles you're going to get for Rain for a very, very, very long time.
Will Corinne come back as a super special awesome summon?
No.
Oh.
Corinne has gone the way of the
That was, that was one of my favorite moments in 9. Where Mog dies and becomes that fucking
Between-
beast as hell summon to take care of the fucking twins.
Tara, is that you? Huh? Whoops, wrong game. For depressed people.
I recommend this medication.
Xanax.
Side effects might include depression.
Anyway, Solace here has kind of a different set of logic here. Zealous tries to cheer up Sheena even though like everybody else is just somber of what happened. But Zealous actually understands some bit of decent psychology here that if you keep walking on eggshells around people, she's just going to tense up even more.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, none of them see that here, and it just makes Zealous feel alone. Everyone around her is one. I love Zealous. He's like I said in an earlier part, he's like a lake that's 2 miles long but 25 fathoms deep.
He's trying to keep things lighthearted for the sake of everyone just feeling better.
That's how Zealous is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. Sadly, I'm not able to get my ties very high with him, so I can't show off his special skit. I'll explain it later when we get to Flanor. But he's fucking broken. I give Genus a rest. He's earned it, and we are out of here.
All right then.
Huh? Congratulations, Sheena. You finally managed to acquire Bolt. The signal from Sheena's Guardian was detected under the sea. Oh boy, I remember the Renegade base. Now I know what we're doing. Orochi's awesome. I wish he was in my party. With that said, we have our next goal in mind, getting the Riards back.
All right.
Find out what happens then next time.